we really want to help people who may not be in the industry themselves really understand what's going on in the renewable sector and modernising the grid. The information is out there, the data is there, it's good, but it's very difficult to understand. So we want to help make the decisions easy so they can get from point A to point B and really have a clear understanding of what's going on with their own particular projects. And the way we do that is through visualizations. So instead of having a big table of data numbers, we present it in a way that anyone, we hope, can understand.
When we set up Olsights, we decided that what we wanted to do is really focus our efforts towards the energy transition. One of the things that we saw straight away was it was a lot more chaotic. So I felt quite quickly that there was a real need to use my background in oil and gas engineering and concept shaping to help people that are looking at things like hydrogen, things like battery storage project, things like solar, just help them look at uncertainty and risk in a more visual and interactive way. So we've been working on an innovation project over the last year where we've been building an interactive interface that includes what looks like a map. So it's a spatial representation of all the network, all the substations, all the wind farms, all the battery projects and all the pumped storage hydro. And we've developed a set of interactive filters and analytic tools and charts and things like that they all interact with each other. Built features in there for the network to actually look at distinct network zones or parts of geography where you can analyze, well, what does that clustering of batteries look like? How close or far away are they to the network? Which ones of these are in sensitive lands where they may face a planning refusal and vice versa? So it's really piecing together lots of information in an interface where the insights team and the spatial planning team, how can they make sense of the future pipeline of projects? What we've built really is tools to visually absorb some of these scenarios and then be able to export that scenario in a way that they can do further analysis outside of the app. We've been building this tool specifically over the last year for the energy networks, and what we're very interested in doing through this year and beyond is also building a version of that for developers to use and for local planning authorities to use as well. So again, it's coming back to this idea that different stakeholders don't have the same information and the same tools, and wouldn't it be good if people that are trying to talk to each other, make decisions, can have access to that same pane of glass. The other aspect that may be mentioned as well is that all this stuff keeps changing. Unlike oil and gas, which tends to move quite slowly, you're now dealing with tens of thousands of projects where the status is uncertain, it's changing every week. You've got lots of different databases. So in addition to building tools that are visual and interactive, the foundation has to be good data that's the best available that week. So I think this is one of the frictions we've come up against, is how can we make these insights and stories available to developers, maybe in a way that's useful for them to take action on, rather than seen as kind of condemning their good efforts. It's kind of meant in the spirit of, there's some risks here that you probably need to work up, otherwise you'll find out later rather than sooner. What kinds of organizations will want to start using this now? In terms of energy developers, these are the people that they're trying to do the project in different places. I think maybe first on the developer side, the sweet spot is probably small to medium developers that, they don't have full capability, they don't have teams of analysts, they've probably got limited budget.
We believe that we have a very good product that can really help shape the GridFlex industry as a general, but it's just trying to find the companies who we know we can benefit, believe in us at the same time.
A lot of this is looking at the future and trying to form a flexible way of looking at different outcomes. I think the chance to meet people that are doing difficult things in real life, so whether that's staff from the Catapults, or they've got some insights on what's happening in the industry, or other founders, for me that's really valuable. A lot of energy transition, this is all organizational stuff, it's all about people, not really about technology.
It's a really exciting time for energy flexibility at the moment because we are going through a transition. So we're moving from the old dirty fuels to a much cleaner system. So knowing that we can create a cleaner world for the future generations is really important for me personally, and I think as a society in general.
So the adoption of intermittent renewables and flexibility and getting that to work is really exciting. It'll help us to get towards a cleaner world.